Hey guys, it's me Sam and welcome to my latest video. I will be reviewing Primark's PS Pro Oval Brush, which is this baby here. Please do excuse the fact that yes, it's a bit dirty because I have been using it quite a lot lately and I just haven't got round to cleaning it yet, but I am planning to actually give all my makeup brushes a clean this afternoon. So, what can I tell you about Primark's PS Pro brushes? There's quite a few. I've seen 3 different ones. There's a small one which is £2. There's a medium sized one which you can get for £3. And then there's this bugger here which costs £4. Now the reason why I went for this one is because I've already got a medium sized one that I picked up off eBay. I do a comparison between them both, but I can't be bothered. But what I can say is there is definitely a big difference in between the density of the bristles. But we're not talking about the one off eBay, we're talking about this one. The first thing I can tell you about this brush is it's very sturdy. It's made of like quite a thick black plastic, and although I have heard others in their reviews stating that this bit here is a little bit flimsy, but it's meant to be because it's meant to be like when you're applying it, it's supposed to bounce off your face, so you need to have some kind of movement to it, but at the same time you can also put your finger on there when you're applying the makeup and hold it in place in case you are worried it is going to snap. The bristles themselves are really, really full and like packed tightly together and really, really soft, like so soft it's unbelievable. It's like, oh, that's all I have to say. No, I haven't. I've got plenty more to say about the brush. I can't really give a comparison as I don't have any other makes, for example a MAC one or the other ones that are out there that I can't remember right now, so as I said, it'd be wrong for me to give a comparison, but what I can say is that this is great to buy if you are on a budget. I paid, as I said, £4 for this, but say for example I wanted to get one from MAC, I would look at paying around £34 for one. So a massive saving there, a huge massive saving to be perfectly honest. You're saving yourself £30. Now I only tend to use this brush for applying my foundation with, and the more smaller one that I've got that I bought off eBay that I will use sometimes to apply the concealer under my eye, so I do struggle with that, so I tend to use it for other uses instead. For example, if I'm highlighting my face or contouring my face, I'll use it for that instead. But as I said, this I mainly only use to apply my foundation with. The reason being why I don't use it for anything else is because I just find it too big to get in under my eyes, and as I say, I struggle with the medium sized one as well. I might have to purchase the smaller one and see if that's any better, but until I do, I can't really say much about that. Now when it comes to applying foundation to your face, I find it gives you a really flawless finish and it makes application really easy and also really quick. I don't actually feel like I'm having to put too much effort into it, and the brush is actually doing the work for you. Now when it comes to applying the foundation to the face, I thought it would be a good idea for me to show you me actually doing it, so give you a little bit of a demo, hence why one is looking like dog shit at the moment. Although I have tried out my new face balm and eye cream this morning, and I have to admit, I mean normally my face looks a bit worse than this, but it is actually looking a little bit more even in skin tone. There is a bit of brightness going on, a little bit of radiance has been added, so it'll be interesting to see if that makes any difference over the next 4 weeks. Okay, so yeah, as I said, I'm going to apply foundation, so I'm going to be using my Maybelline Superstay 24 Hour Foundation for this. Just going to put a little bit onto the back of my hands. And I'm just going to dot this really around my face because I find it's just easier. So when it comes to actually blending it in, I can just let the brush do what it has to do. So a lot of people seem to think you have to do it in circular motions like this. No, I find if you just simply sweep it like so, and I tend to use like a downward motion, as you can see. And it just blends it straight in. As I said, you're not having to like actually put any effort into it at all. It just instantly covers your face. It's quite good for getting into your nooks and crannies. And that's it basically, your foundation has been applied. Look how much better I look already. Now, as I've already stated, I've been using this brush quite a lot. In fact, I have to admit at the moment I am pretty much addicted to using this every time I do apply my foundation. So much so that all my other foundation brushes at the moment are feeling very redundant. I know that feeling. I know that feeling well. Overall, I am going to give this brush a 5 out of 5. I'd love to do, as I said, I would like to do a comparison with other other companies' examples of these brushes, but I'm not prepared to fork out that much money on just one brush. I know I did a few years back when I bought a few of the Stiller makeup brushes, but that was because I was given a code at the time which I used to my advantage, and I was able to very luckily get a set of makeup brushes, and it was a little treat to myself for my birthday as well at the same time. But personally I would not fork out £34 just for one makeup brush. I don't care if it's from MAC or whatever, I know. And to be perfectly honest, this does just a good job. That was an interesting telephone conversation. I'll talk about that a little bit more on later. Right. So yeah, I would give this brush a 5 out of 5. I would definitely recommend it to anyone out there that, like me, is on a budget. £4. £4 guys. Plus at the same time, you're in Primark, so why not go and treat yourself to for goodies. I'm telling you, I'm having a craving at the moment to go to Primark, but I'm having to tell myself, no Sam, don't do it, you've got to save your money. So yeah, that's my review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to ask me anything else about this brush, please feel free to do so by leaving your comments down below. I did state in my last video that this morning I was going to walk to that little park which got a gym area. For some reason, some crazy kind of storm seems to have hit the UK. Honest to God, it is so windy out there at the moment, so I've decided not to bother for safety reasons, because where the park is actually situated, it's, where I live basically, it's very much countryside. I know there's other places out there that would go, that's the countryside, this is the countryside. I know, but yeah, there's lots of trees, and I just don't want to risk it, simple as that, so I've decided not to go. But I will go at some point, just not today when it's incredibly windy, and as well as that, we're meant to be having snow coming. Do hope not. Anyway, yeah, that phone call was Rebecca from ST Recruitment, who arranged for me to go and have my interview at Armstrong Bell. Now, she said she's spoken to Sarah, and she said the interview went really well. They were very impressed with me. So they should be. Sorry, being egotistical there, sorry. But they're just waiting for a reference back from my previous employees. She didn't ask me, did you give them your details, were their details? And I was like, well, to be perfectly honest, they would have had their details anyway, because they deal with their telephone system, so they know who Miss Technique are. it'll just be Image dragging the dragging the tails as per usual. Nothing surprises me there, to be perfectly honest. So hopefully I should know by the end of the week whether I've got that job or not. At the same time, I've still got this job interview on Friday at GT Access, so I'll go in. I'll see, won't I? I mean, I don't really want to have to go walking down country lanes anymore to get to work. But if I have to, then I'll have to. And yeah, that's it. I've got nothing else really to say. I ought to go and finish the rest of my face makeup. And I'm dyeing her hair later on because it really needs doing. All I can see is white hair coming out everywhere now. And I also need to pop down to Morrison's as well, get Jasmine some cat food, even though at the moment she's kind of like on starvation mode because she's had such a poorly tummy. She's basically spent most of the day yesterday in and out of the cat litter box. I don't know what she's ate that's upset her tummy. I haven't got a clue because she doesn't go outdoors, so she can't have picked anything up from any other cats or ate anything that she shouldn't be eating. So a little bit confused and a little bit worried about her, and not feeding her is like bad ideas because she just keeps squeaking at me and meowing at me and making me feel incredibly guilty. But at the moment, I don't know, she's got her eyes on something at the window. I'm just going to have to go and have a quick look and see what she's gawping at. Nothing in particular, just the wind blowing through the grass from the looks of it because I couldn't see anything out there. Or whatever it is, it's keeping her entertained. So yeah, that's it guys. Thank you, as I've already said, for watching. And I will be back on, what day is it today? It's Wednesday today, so I will be back tomorrow. What I'm going to do yet, I don't know. I might do a day in the life vlog. You guys can maybe spend the day with me. Who knows? Who knows? But for now, that is me done. So you take care until I see you again. Bye for now.